One of the areas for marriages that we feel is important and that we've talked a lot about, Lisa, is the ability to hear the other person's heart and their emotions. And even this idea of what's called bids for attention, right? Where couples spending time that are struggling do not respond back when there's bids for an emotional connection with another, but couples that thrive do. And so let's talk about that a little bit.
Exactly. It's almost like you're playing tennis and one of you serves the ball over the tennis net, but the other one fails to hit it back. And what you find is that after a while that you keep serving, and they never hit the ball back, well, pretty soon you just quit serving the ball.
Yeah, and couples in a particular study that had divorced after a 6-year period responded back, hitting that ball back 33% of the time, and they ended up at a divorced situation where that became now the end of the relationship. But in couples that thrived after this 6-year follow-up, they responded by hitting back that emotional bid around 87% of the time.
Wow, that's a big difference.
It's a big difference. And so this ability to connect with another person, to hear them. So sometimes if a person is down or struggling and they just make a statement, the other person responds back by saying, it sounds like that really hurt, or that really bothered you, or what does that mean to you, or how does that make you feel? Is really just one of those answering of the bids.
Exactly. I think another way that we answer that bid for attention could be just like when you're walking by your spouse and you see them sitting in the chair, you reach over and give them a little back rub. Or you're passing each other in the hallway and you just reach over and touch hands. Or maybe it's doing a chore that you know that they hate to do. Or you recognize something that they go out of their way to do it for you, and you be sure to recognize that and tell them thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's good, and it's a great way and a great reminder for couples that might be struggling in just one little area, and that is just to remind them again how affection is so important. In fact, 9/10 of couples, or 9/10 of the way we express love to each other is through this idea of affection and responding to each other. Pretty cool.
That's awesome, because what you find is that it's those little everyday acts of appreciation, of thanks, of gratitude, those small little acts of thoughtfulness that you do for each other that make the biggest difference, where you're making a daily, regular deposit into your relationship love bank, so that when conflict comes around, you can make a withdrawal from that bank without bankrupting your relationship.